The inability to think creatively and solve problems quickly increases stress and poses a threat to your well-being. Fortunately, OZCREDO can help. OZCREDO is the first center of creative thinking and unlimited possibilities. OZCREDO provides the best training, workshops, and coaching on creative decision-making and problem-solving. OZCREDO experts help everyone to maximize their potential.
This organization is the natural result of my 20-plus years of international research in creativity, self-determination, and the optimization of human potential.
Training, individual consulting, creativity games, creative programs for children, and more.
Our comprehensive techniques extend from one core premise: thinking creatively unlocks your potential.
Hi, I'm Mark Unger, producer of Roundtable. Because we find this presentation so special, we really would like for you to see this. Please watch.
Let's start from alpha and omega of creativity, probably the driving force that created this universe and keeps it going. I said created for a reason, because that is creativity, and as I understand, all your studies and all of this beautiful collection of creative thinking we see on the table is actually about creativity, essentially.
Absolutely. Correct? Yes. Once again, hello everyone, and thank you for inviting me for this wonderful program. I will be delightful to answer all your questions. And yes, creativity, I would say, is, just like you said, is the base for everything. And in our rapidly changing contemporary world, I would say it's also a mechanism for survival, because every day we wake up and every day we find something new technology, new transportation, new computers, new cars. So our mind is supposed to be mentally and emotionally fit in order to adjust to this rapidly changing environment. And creativity, with its originality, fluency, elaboration, flexibility, postponed judgment, and so on, can help.
So how do you define creativity and what it means to you and to all those techniques you actually creating?
I see creativity as a practice for unrestricted imagination and original thoughts. I see creativity as creating something new and original, as being able to adjust your mind and the way you're thinking to new thoughts, to new conversations, to new people, to new places. And when you feel mentally and emotionally fit, when you are able to elaborate new ideas based on bits and pieces and some aha moments, it means you will definitely succeed, because according to enormous amount of studies, creativity predicts success more than IQ.
And Olga, thank you for joining us tonight for the show.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you. And so we have on this table beautiful books and articles, your works. You have done a lot of academic writing, you've done a lot of poetry, and it all has some connection to creative thinking. So you also spoke a lot about this, your particular approach about creativity cannot be just on its own. It has to be a combination of practical and theoretical.
Creativity has become an essential skill for problem solving in life.
But there are two schools of thought. Some people think that you either born being creative or other thing that you can actually gain it? What do you think?
It doesn't matter whether you are a skilled engineer or you're a computer genius. You need the life skills to move forward despite any obstacles on your path. And development of creative life skills is a process of boosting your own inborn creative spark in everything you do, because everyone is born creative, even though some people don't believe it. And very often they say, I'm not creative. There is no such thing. Everyone is born with this spark. You just need to boost it. So you just need to develop it and you need to advance it.
The ability to reinvent your thinking requires a shift in the state of your brain. So again, there are multiple exercises, and as I said, we all are different and we all will pick certain exercises that work for us, right? But once we exercise, all you need is 5 to 7 minutes a day in order to keep your brain flexible, fluent, original, and so on and so on and so on.
I'll tell you, there is no box. You create your own box based on your own limitations or based on your own perception of your own limitations.
Is there anything that you like to say as or suggest to those people that are thinking to become more creative in their work?
Absolutely. First, I would like to thank you for having me here. It's a great pleasure and honor. And yes, I just want to ask everyone to believe in their creative potential, because everyone was born creative. It calls Mind Booster Art, and it's a mixture of colors, shapes, patterns, textures, dynamics, different characteristics that can maximize and optimize your creative potential. Obviously, colors and certain shapes, and again, overlapping, and all this dynamic will set your mind for a certain mood. Also, another part of my artwork is making oversized artwork from semi-precious stones. So again, I use natural characteristics of amazing semi-precious stones, and I also use my knowledge on how, again, color, shape, texture, dynamic, certain waving lines and overlapping lines and other characteristics maximize or boost your emotional response. Mind Booster Art, semi-precious stone. Throughout the centuries and around the world, people believe that semi-precious stones may enhance one's perceptiveness, stimulate analytical
capacity, alleviates stress, and more. All properties, shapes, and colors of semi-precious stones are combined to reduce emotional tension and boost novelty. Coral, pearl, amber, aventurine, agate, tiger's eye, citrine, quartz, and other semi-precious stones are incorporated into the images that support emotional balance and promote imagination. Interactions of colors, textures, symmetry, composition, balance, density, and dynamic provoke shifts in perception as well as an openness to novelty.
I think poetry and creativity are interrelated, and I think that poetry employs this creative thinking and also social emotional learning, which is very important in our life. So I think that poetry develops a sense of structure and coherence. Also, poetic organization boosts creative thinking, and poetic expression with all these beautiful metaphors and everything are rooted in a very complex structures.
Encased in chasest ice, the stilled earth lies. A chill wind over frozen vastness blows, a crystal coffin for the warmth's demise, a wind-sung dirge for springtime's soul's repose.
What are your poems about?
Well, I write metaphoric stories. They're historical, they're psychological, they're philosophical. I think that I want to believe that my poetry stimulates a solution-oriented thinking. It makes people think.
And suddenly, as praise to helpless heights, the thunder roars, dissonant strings untuned, pursue to sweep towards depressed shorelines, zigzagging through the saffron-like lagoon.
Thank you very much.
You're
It's
very
a
welcome.
really inspiring conversation. So creativity and flexibility, we should
And
remember
brainstorm.
that. And brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Practice for unrestricted imagination and original thought. The first textbook on creative thinking.